Hello geeks, my name is Vamp and you guys are watching Code with Vamp. Today we are gonna see how we can install Kuja Simulator on Windows operating system. For those of you who don't know about Kuja, it's a cross-layer Java-based wireless sensor network simulator which is distributed with Contiki operating system. There are a number of simulators available other than Kuja like NS2, TOSIM, AVRORA, but Kuja is best of them because it covers all layer of abstraction. This video would be helpful for students who are learning wireless sensor network and wants to analyze the traffic pattern, and this video is also helpful for the researchers who wants to simulate their own protocols related to Internet of Things, IoT and WSN. Okay, so in today's video we will see how we can actually install this CUSA simulator on our system. Okay, so let us start. So firstly open your Chrome browser and just type Kuja simulator installation. Okay, then hit enter and there is this website. I want you all to go to this particular website because this website contain all the resources that we need for the installation of the Contiki. Okay, so I will just right click here, open link in new tab. So this is our website and this is the URL. I will just show you the URL so that it would be very clear for you. I will also put this URL in the description box. So this is our URL here. Okay, if you scroll down you can see there is an introduction part, and here this tutorial will take you through the steps of downloading and installation of the Contiki operating system in the following ways. Okay, so basically you can install this Contiki operating system on your system via two ways. The first one is using the instant Contiki, and second one is using Contiki operating system from GitHub repository. Okay, so the second one is the basic one. You have to pull the GitHub repository, and after that you have to add some of the dependencies, like you can see here you have to do all these things, and then you would be able to run this Contiki operating system. But for today's session we are going to go with the first one, that is using instant Contiki. Okay, so this one is one of the easiest method and it works very fine. I have done a lot of protocols over this instant Contiki. So here you can see using the instant Contiki, so all the information manual is given regarding that, and you can see here, as I have already told you, this is the easiest way of installing and using Contiki operating system. So what you have to do, you need to download this instant Contiki file. So here you can see there is a link. If you click here you will be redirected to the page from where you can download this instant Contiki file. Okay, so let me just show you. Okay, so if you click here, so it's, you can see it's a link kind of button. If you click here you will be redirected, and it's one of the famous website, that is the sourceforce.net, and you will be redirected to this particular page, and from here you can download this file of Contiki operating system. Now it's instant Contiki 3.0 is also available, but it's not that much famous because a lot of things has to be integrated. So I would recommend that you should go with the instant Contiki 2.7, that is here you can see it's of 2.2 GB. So it will take a little bit of data from your Wi-Fi, so make sure that you have enough data, that is 2.2 GB of data. You need to download this particular file before you want to install that instant Contiki. Okay, so so just download it. I'm not gonna download it again because I've already downloaded the this 2.7 version and 3.0 version both. Okay, so the very first step, you have to download this version, this files of instant Contiki from this particular website, and after that let us go back. Okay, so the very first step was you have to download the instant Contiki, that is from that particular link. So after downloading the content, you have to move to the next step. Okay, so we have also got link here for downloading the instant Contiki. It's the same one as this one, so either you can click here or click here. Okay, so after downloading that instant Contiki file, the next step is you have to install either VMware or VirtualBox. Okay, so we need a virtual environment on which we can deploy our instant Contiki files. Okay, we need to install either VMware or VirtualBox. So I would recommend you should go with the VirtualBox. Let me tell you the reason. Because VMware, you have to purchase it, or you have to go to the torrent website for the fake license and all these things. So I would recommend that you should go with the VirtualBox, because it's an open source tool and it's freely available. So you should go with the VirtualBox. If you don't know how to download and install the VirtualBox, I have already made a video on that. It's really a very simple step. It will hardly take 10 minutes. If you actually don't know how to do this, I will put a link in the description box, and I will also add an I button here, so that you can go directly and you can see how easily you can install any VirtualBox on your Windows operating system. If you have already installed this VirtualBox or VMware, then it's going to be very easy for you. So after downloading the instant Contiki file, and after the installation of this VMware player and VirtualBox, any of them, we have to move to the next step. That is, we have to deploy this file on this particular virtual environment. So now I'm gonna show you how we can do this. So let me just take you to my desktop. Okay, let me close it. Here you can see this is the folder that is by the name of Contiki. If I open it, you can see it's an instant Contiki 3.0 and then 2.7. Okay, so I have downloaded both of them. You can see here. Okay, so if you download it, you will also get in the zip form. You have to unzip it. So I'm gonna unzip it here. Okay, so this is the first step. Okay, and just remember it. So first step was you have to download the files of the instant Contiki. So I've downloaded the file. Now we have to unzip it, and so extract here. Okay, so it's a 2.2 GB of data, so it will take a little bit of time. Okay, so finally we have extracted our file. So you can see here that I have done the extraction on instant Contiki 2.7, not on 3.0. Okay, so as I have told you that 3.0 is under development, so I would recommend you should go for the 2.7 one. I have tried 3.0 also. That's why I'm saying you must go for the 2.7. But I don't know at what time, at what date you are watching this video. So if you are watching this video after 6 months, I don't know, at that time maybe 3.0 is completely fine. So this is our file, and let me show you. So this is how it's gonna look. And okay, I will tell you what you have to do with this one. Okay, so I'm just gonna close it right now. And so we have completed our first step, that we have downloaded our instant Contiki file and we have unzipped it. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to install some virtual environment, either the VirtualBox or VMware. So here you can see that I have already installed this VirtualBox on my computer. I'm gonna open it. If you have not installed, you should install it, because that's how it's going to run on your virtual environment. Okay, so this is how it's gonna look like, and this is VirtualBox, and these are the operating system that are currently installed on my VirtualBox. So I can run multiple operating system using this particular VirtualBox here. And so what we are gonna do, we are gonna install, we are gonna deploy those instant Contiki file on this particular VirtualBox. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to just click here on new, because we are gonna create another space for our new operating system, that is Contiki operating system, on which Kuja simulator is going to run. Okay, so that's why what we have to do, we have to click on new here. So just follow the step as I am telling you. Okay, so here you have to give the name. You can give any kind of name, but it would be more better if it is something relatable. Okay, so what I should write here, as I've already used the vamp Contiki here. So let me type here vamp Contiki 2. Okay, 2 now. Okay, so what type of operating system it is? So it's a Linux one. So in the type, you have to click Linux. For the machine folder, I would recommend that you should not touch this part. If you want to install this particular virtual machine that you are creating in another drive apart from the C1, So you can just change it here, but if you have enough space in your C drive, then it would be okay. So don't touch this part, just come to type and you have to click here for the Linux, and in the version you have to scroll down and it's going to be Ubuntu 32-bit. Okay, so make sure it's Ubuntu 32-bit, not 64-bit, and just click on it and then you have to click next here. Okay, now it is asking you how much memory you want to assign to this particular operating system. Now the recommended size is 1024 MB, that is 1 GB, but if you have enough RAM you can just allow it here. Don't worry about that because these things you can change later also, so that's not going to be an issue. So what I do, I will just assign it 2 GB of data, that is 2048, and then just press on next here. Now it is asking me the okay, so it's telling me that the recommended size of the hard disk is going to be 10 GB. So this particular operating system is going to use the 10 GB of your hard disk. That's okay. And now it's asking me these three options. So since we have already our that CUSA files that we have downloaded in the first step, so we don't have to create a virtual hard disk. So we're gonna use an existing virtual hard disk file. So just click on the third one, and then from here you have to browse that particular file that we have downloaded. Okay, so remember where is our file was on desktop in the folder by the name of the Contiki. Okay, so we have to browse there, and so okay, so let me tell you step by step what you have to do. You have to click here, and after that you can see an button with the add. So you have to click here on add, and then it will open your system here. Okay, so you have to browse to that file where you have downloaded our instant Contiki content. Okay, so it was on desktop, so I will go into desktop here. So the name of the folder was Contiki, and this is our zip file, that is instant Contiki 2.7 that we have zipped from here. Okay, so what I will do, I will just open it, and from these files you have to select one as a VDI file that you will give to this particular virtual machine. So you can see all the number here as 001, 002. So you don't have to select any one of them. You have to select the one which does not have any number after the bit. Okay, so it's the first one. You just have to click there and then press on open. So now it's selected, you can see here. Now click on choose. Now that particular file has been selected for using an existing virtual hard disk file. Now press on create here. So you can see the another tab here with the name of web Contiki 2, and what you have to do in order to start it, you have to just double click here. So it's gonna start like typical Ubuntu operating system. Now here it's asking me for instant Contiki password. Now you will ask that we have not configured anything. How it's asking me the password? I mean, when you install Ubuntu, then you get an option to set the password. But here we have already downloaded the VDI file. Remember in the first step, so it's already configured for it. Okay, so just go back to the website that we have already opened. So yeah, this one. Okay, just wait. Yeah, this one. Here you can see there is an important notice. Can you see that? Okay, so here you can see to log in into instant Contiki you have to use the username as user and for the password also you have to use the user. Okay, so this is what we are gonna use. So what I will do, I will just go back and here I will type USCR. Okay, hit enter. So finally here we have our Contiki operating system on which we have our CUSA simulator, and in order to run this CUSA simulator you don't have to do a lot of things. You just have to double click here and it will do everything for you. So this is the interface for Kuja simulator, and we are going to talk about this a lot in upcoming videos, how to use the Kuja simulator and to configure the Kuja simulator, how to manipulate the files, how to change the files, how to change the protocol. So all these things we are going to talk about the Kusa in the upcoming videos of this series, and we are going to probably talk about this particular thing also. You can see that it's not in the full screen mode, so we are going to solve this problem also. So I hope that from this video it would be very easy for you to install the Kuja simulator on your system, and it's really very easy. It's not a big deal and it will hardly take your 20 minutes if you already have installed your virtual box and you have already downloaded your content file and all these things. So make sure that you follow the steps properly. If there is any issue, any problem regarding the installation, do let me know in the comment section. And what are the things that you actually want related to the Kuja simulator? If there is something specific you want to know for the research purpose or for your own project work or anything, do let me know in the comment section. I will definitely try to make a video on that. So let's close this video for now and make sure that you just close this operating system here, because don't leave this operating system running along with your original one, that is the guest operating system. So in order to close this, you just have to click on cancel here and it will ask you three options: save the machine state, and send the shutdown signal, and power off the machine. So you should go with the third one and just press on OK. The machine will be closed, and if you go back to your virtual machine you can see that tab will be available always until unless you just go and remove it. So it will be available. I'm not going to delete it because we are going to use this particular one for our further videos. So I'm going to close this video for now. We will definitely meet in the next video. Till then, stay curious, stay protected.